Night Raw. I'm an embarrassment. You know what, Kurt? You want your match? You got it. And if you win, you'll get what you want. You can be captain of the team. But I wouldn't get your hopes up. The only way I see you going to Survivor Series is if you buy a ticket. The only way you're going to Survivor Series is on crutches after I snap your ankle in two. Oh, it's true. It's damn true.
Kurt Angle versus Corbin tonight, the winner to captain.
Cut the music, cut the music, cut the music. This is my show. This is not Kurt Angle's show. Why don't all of you show a little respect? Alexa Bliss was saying something. Go ahead.
Thank you. Before I was rudely interrupted, ladies, your match starts right.
Oh boy. Uh-oh. The monster among men making a beeline for the ring and acting general manager Baron Corbin. Security was in his way. Strowman ripping apart the security team.
Strowman like a bulldozer.
No one in front of him and Corbin, and now Corbin gonna retreat, and I don't blame him. And Braun Strowman now in pursuit. Braun Strowman in pursuit of the acting general manager. Jinder Mahal might have thought twice about that. And now Strowman and the WWE superstars trying to prevent Strowman from getting to Corbin.
I don't understand why Strowman's so irate. Corbin explained himself. This is an absolute melee.
Yeah, chaos to kick off Monday Night Raw.
Hell is breaking loose right now.
Strowman's broken free from the pack, and the chaos continues. A brawl here on the stage of Monday Night Raw.
Where did Corbin go?
I don't know.
Don't lie to me. Where did he go?
I don't know.
You tell him that tonight, when I find him, he's gonna get these hands.
United finally. The chaos has settled down, but Braun Strowman has promised acting general manager Baron Corbin is going to get these hands tonight.
Ladies, tonight you will face the Riot Squad in a 6-woman tag team rematch from WWE Evolution. Do you think that the outcome of tonight's match will be different from that of Evolution?
No, Charlie, it's not going to be any different.
No, Charlie, it will be different. You see, Natalya brought something very special with her tonight, and she is one of the strongest women that we know.
Charlie, tonight, I'm going to wear my dad's sunglasses to the ring because they're going to bring me luck. And tonight's for my dad. This is for him tonight.
Very emotional match expected here tonight. Natalya dedicating this matchup to her late great father, Jim the Anvil Neidhart.
I love that Natty brought that good luck charm with her tonight.
It's boss time! That's legit, Corey. Stop it.
Okay. Greg, you want a hug?
Nope.
The following contest is a 6-woman tag team match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, the team of Sasha Banks, Natalya, and Bayley.
A rematch of the all-women's pay-per-view event Evolution here. 6 women tag team action, but here's the question. If you're acting Raw General Manager Baron Corbin, where are you hiding? You got to be locking yourself in an office somewhere because Braun Strowman's out to get you.
I would get on the tube and make my way to London is what I do.
Stop it. Corbin's busy with managerial duties. He's a man that wears many, many hats. He doesn't have time to be chased by Braun Strowman.
Well, not only Strowman, he's got to worry about Kurt Angle tonight as well because the captainship of the Raw men's team for Survivor Series up for grabs tonight.
Well, let's talk about the captain of the Raw women's team, the goddess Alexa Bliss, who's responsible for this matchup.
Their opponents, Liv Morgan, Sarah Logan, and Ruby Riott, the Riott Squad.
Riott Squad certainly looking for a measure of payback from the Evolution pay-per-view.
And WWE is powered by Tap Out Activewear. Now available at Aeropostale and TapOut.com. You know, you mentioned Alexa Bliss, the captain of the Raw Women's team for the traditional Survivor Series matchups in 2 weeks, streaming live on the WWE Network from Los Angeles. She said that she is going to be scouting all the women's matches tonight to determine who will be on her team.
Listen, I can't blame her. She does have a pretty steep resume. She knows what to look out for. She knows championship material.
Listen, it's a wide open field. Anybody can be a part of the Raw women's team except Sasha Banks.
And look at the Riott Squad wasting little time going after Natalya, Sasha, and Bayley. And now Natalya fighting back against Liv Morgan, Ruby Riott, and Sarah Logan.
Oh! I thought the Riott kick connected.
Here we go.
They had it scouted.
Stepping through, looking for the sharpshooter in the early going. And is Ruby Riott going to tap out here? Morgan providing the distraction, and Sarah Logan
Natty out the gate strong here.
making Natalya pay. Here's the cover by Ruby. Hook of the leg, and a kick out at two by Natalya. It has been a chaotic start tonight to Monday Night Raw.
Chalk that up to the understatement of the year.
Natalya dumped out of the ring, tag made. Here comes Sarah Logan. And Logan, the powerhouse of the Riott Squad. That smash mouth, in-your-face style. And driving Natalya into the barricade. Corey, you touched on it before. The Riott Squad believes they have something to prove here tonight after their loss at Evolution.
Riott Squad felt humiliated. Covered
by Logan. Hook of the leg on Natalya and a kick out.
Well, there's no denying the chemistry of the Riott Squad. They have been nothing but smooth. But I talked to Natty earlier today, and she said while the Riott Squad does work well in numbers, individually, her team is going to be stronger here tonight with Natty, Sasha, and Bayley. And together, they're all unstoppable.
Sarah Logan stopping Natty's momentum there momentarily.
And here comes Liv Morgan and the double team by the Riott Squad. Interesting blue tongue by Morgan as she delivers a kick to the spine. Here's the cover on Natalya, another near fall.
Staple blue tongue. Well, girls all around the world copying Liv Morgan with that look.
Natalya dumped out of the ring. The Riott Squad is in control as Monday Night Raw rolls on. Riott Squad during the commercial break. Liv Morgan now in control. Natalya's trying to fight back into this match.
Riott Squad has done a great job of isolating Natalya from her corner, cutting the ring in half.
Good move from Liv Morgan.
Yeah, Liv Morgan is so impressive. I believe, Corey, one of the most improved superstars on the Raw roster today.
I wouldn't argue with that one bit.
Definitely fun to watch. I like her little punk attitude.
And Morgan just taking it to Natalya.
Excuse me, Liv, your New Jersey's showing.
Nothing wrong with that. Don't hate on Jersey, Graves.
Natalya trying to crawl to the corner and make a tag, and Liv Morgan will not allow that to happen. Morgan just has that attitude of, Natalya.
Here we go.
Here comes Banks. Sasha now legal. Logan and Riott knocked off the apron, and here comes the boss with a drop kick. Again, this is all about impressing Alexa Bliss, the captain of the Women's Survivor Series team for Monday Night Raw.
You know Alexa Bliss is looking for that killer instinct. Right now, Sasha Banks is firing.
I need the meteor off the apron. Down goes Logan.
The boss is on a roll right now, heading up top.
That is the attitude that Alexa Bliss is looking for.
Double E's the meteor from the top rope.
It might be the attitude Bliss is looking for, but you know, her history's proven you can't trust the boss.
Backstabber. And looking for the bank statement now. Center of the ring. Is Morgan going to tap out? And it's Ruby Riott breaking things up. And now Bayley getting involved. And Bayley dumped out of the ring by Ruby. You got to get out.
Well, the point is, can Alexa Bliss put all her personal animosity aside and actually choose the best team, Corey, not the team that she likes personally?
Who are you to doubt the goddess and her managerial ability?
Backslide, almost had her in Banks with a knee. Stunning Ruby Riott.
I think Alexa Bliss would be happy to just walk in with Mickie James and Alicia Fox to Survivor Series.
Well, she can't. She needs 5 women superstars to take on the SmackDown team. Knees in the corner. Bayley and Sasha working great together as a team. Ruby Riott not sure where she's at.
And Sasha and Bayley have proven, just as they did at Evolution, that they are on the same page. They're on the same team, fighting for the same cause.
Oh, and hanging Ruby up on the second rope.
What's Bayley thinking?
Oh, and taken out. Morgan and Logan. Bayley fired up. And Riott makes her pay.
Ruby Riott just spiked Bayley with an STO on the outside.
And you saw the Sasha Banks, the look of concern as we take another look at what happened moments ago.
Bayley's sacrificing herself, and a few minutes before, check out this running knee from Bayley. Boom!
Oh,
right on the jaw of Ruby Riott. I'm surprised Ruby's still standing after that one.
Cover by Ruby, looking to win the matchup, and a kick out by Bayley. And the WWE fans trying to will Bayley on in this 6-woman tag team matchup.
She's electric.
Inside cradle by Bayley.
Oh, might have her here in a kick out. Ruby Riott again looking to put Bayley away and a kick out at 2.
All these mind games. Ruby Riott just keeps making eye contact with Sasha and Natalya while she's taking Bayley down.
Ruby truly enjoys putting a hurting on her opponent. Should qualify her for the Survivor Series team right there.
Ruby Riott is selling along. She doesn't care what anybody thinks about her. She's not here to make friends. She's here to win matches, get noticed, rise through the ranks of Monday Night Raw. Only 2 people she cares about are in her corner.
Oh, she's certainly gotten noticed.
And Bayley backed into the corner again, and now the Riott Squad has Bayley right where they want her. And here comes Logan. I don't think you could go wrong, Corey, if you're Alexa Bliss by choosing
the entire Riott Squad.
Yeah, the whole Riott Squad, or Natalya, Sasha, and Bayley for that matter.
I don't disagree with you about Bayley or Natalya, but we know Sasha Banks has a complete inability to be a team player.
Well, we'll see how that plays out if she is chosen to the team in 2 weeks.
She's a pretty good team player at Evolution.
Great point, Renee. Bayley and Natalya and Sasha winning that matchup. And Bayley, oh man, she hit the second rope hard. The Riott Squad cover by Logan. Is it enough to win the matchup and a kick out at 2?
Take another look at this. Bayley just suffering whiplash off the middle rope. Unorthodox style on display of Sarah Logan. And here comes Morgan, perched up top.
You can see the frustration on the face of Sarah Logan, knowing that they need this victory tonight in this rematch.
Yeah, but they've learned about Bayley and company. Tremendous heart and resilience. Morgan, great move, hooking both legs and forcing Bayley to kick out. The Riott Squad still continues to dominate this match as it continues on Raw. And we are back on Monday Night Raw. The Riott Squad is dominating Bayley. Drop kick by Logan. Here's the cover. Is it enough to put Bayley away and a kick out at 2? The Riott Squad has been so impressive here tonight.
It's no secret that Bayley has no shortage of heart. She'll fight until she can't fight anymore, but the Riott Squad has completely overwhelmed her to this point.
Sarah Logan has cut the ring entirely in half.
And again, the news earlier tonight that Alexa Bliss has been named the captain of the Raw women's team.
1, 2, 3, 4, come on.
Looked like Logan was going to take a bite out of Bayley.
The savage attack.
That, of course, for the traditional 5-on-5 matchup with the SmackDown women's team in 2 weeks at Survivor Series. Bliss says she's watching all the women's matches tonight to determine who she's going to pick for her team.
Alexa Bliss is approaching it from a managerial standpoint, not a competitor standpoint. That way, she can step back and guide everyone to victory.
Definitely a lot of pressure on all of the women tonight. Everybody wants a spot. Big opportunity.
Can Bayley make it to her corner right now?
And Logan makes sure it doesn't happen as she flashbangs off the apron. Natalya, though, does not allow Logan to get to her.
That's great ring awareness by Logan.
And look at Logan now. Bayley tag. Here comes Natalya. And now Natalya's legal. And Natalya taking out the Riot Squad.
Queen of the Heart Dungeon showing these ladies how it's done.
And Natalya with a German suplex released to Logan. Natalya all fired up here tonight. Logan caught her with an elbow on the jaw. And now Logan.
A little agility of her own.
First.
Great counter by Natalya.
Natalya for the victory for her team. And it's Ruby Riott breaking up the possible 3 count. And now Sasha Banks in the matchup.
That's teamwork right there.
Morgan with a step-up enziguri. And Natalya makes her pay. And now Natalya stepping through, looking for the sharpshooter on Sarah Logan. Center of the ring. Wait a minute.
There's Natalya's father's sunglasses.
Oh, my God, no. Those sunglasses were given to Natalya by her late father, Jim the Anvil Neidhart, and Ruby Riott just destroyed them at ringside. What a disgusting display.
Thinking that's too far.
That was despicable. You gotta feel for the time. Well, ladies and gentlemen, still to come tonight here on Monday Night Raw, Kurt Angle is back in action for the first time in over 12 years, and so much at stake when he takes on acting Raw General Manager Baron Corbin. If Kurt Angle wins, he becomes the captain of Team Raw at Survivor Series.
And this past Friday, D-Generation X reunited for an epic tag team match and put down the Brothers of Destruction. We will take a look at this memorable, historic match next.
Where's Baron Corbin? Someone in there. Corbin! Where's Baron Corbin at?
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, accompanied by Sunil Singh from Punjab, India, the modern-day Maharaja, Jinder Mahal.
Jinder Mahal set for action here on Monday Night Raw, but this past Friday, what an historic night. Shawn Michaels returning to the ring for the first time in 8.5 years. And for the first time ever, Shawn Michaels and Triple H, D-Generation X, would meet The Undertaker and Kane, the Brothers of Destruction. For the first time in over 8 years, Shawn Michaels returns to in-ring competition.
I think the only thing in the world that could bring Shawn Michaels back was The Undertaker.
Tonight marks the first time ever that D-Generation X and the Brothers of Destruction will meet in a tag team match. History happening now.
I can't help but feel that here comes hell.
Old school with a heartbreak kid. And Triple H, oh my God, up over the top. Hunter hit hard. The Heartbreak Kid. Wait for sweet chin music. Blocked by Kane. Shawn Michaels set up on the announce table. Triple H though from behind.
What a save.
Oh my God. Choke slam through the table. Shawn Michaels up to the top rope.
Shawn Michaels trying to will himself to the corner.
He makes the tag. Here comes the game.
Triple H looks like he's fighting with one good arm right now.
And now it's Spinebuster. And the game is back in it. Super kick. Undertaker driven across the ring. Super kicker Kane. Pedigree. D-Generation X wins. Absolutely incredible. The passion, the emotion that was displayed tonight. D-Generation X rise again. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Triple H was hurt in that match. A possible torn pectoral muscle. If so, he will need surgery tomorrow.
His opponent, from Stone doing 240 pounds, Apollo Crews.
So Apollo set to go one-on-one with Jinder Mahal here tonight on Monday Night Raw. And Apollo told us earlier today, tonight is the night he steps up.
Ever since I left Titus Worldwide, I keep hearing people talk about my potential, which to me is just a nice way of saying how I have more moral victories than actual in-ring victories. But tonight that changes because potential is about the future and Apollo Crews is about right now. So tonight, I go out there and start stacking up my victories and showing everyone why I am Monday Night Raw's human highlight reel.
Well, I agree with Apollo. He is a highlight reel, but can he do it here tonight against the former WWE champion, Jinder Mahal?
Apollo certainly has a tall task ahead of him in the form of the modern-day Maharaja, but I think a lot of people would agree Apollo's just been untapped potential, but lately he's starting to build some momentum, stringing together a couple victories. Big things could be on the horizon for Crews.
What Apollo Crews needed was to develop
wow.
this chip on his shoulder that he has. He knows that this is his time. He's not going to let this moment slip.
And there's a drop kick by Apollo Crews, and Jinder Mahal's in trouble. Cover by Crews and a kick out.
Can you imagine having the athletic ability that Apollo Crews does and sitting in the back, never using it? Now's his time.
Apollo Crews with a shoulder right to the midsection. Crews up over the top, lands on his feet. Distraction by the Singh brothers, and Jinder Mahal with a knee to the face. Is that enough for Jinder? Put Crews away. Almost had him in a kick out.
Allow me to correct you, Cole. That is a singular Singh brother tonight. Samir Singh is in Bollywood doing big-time movie star things. Sunil's here representing his family. Very well, I might add.
And now Crews taking down the mat, and Jinder Mahal now with the chin lock on Apollo Crews.
No Alicia Fox at ringside tonight.
And of course, Alicia, part of Team Mahalisha, with Jinder Mahal on Mixed Match Challenge. Seen every Tuesday night on Facebook Watch immediately following SmackDown.
Talk about these distractions that can happen at ringside, but now Apollo doesn't have any of his own with Titus Worldwide. Free agent.
And Corey, we've been talking a lot about Apollo Crews. This is an important matchup for Jinder Mahal as well.
I completely agree with you. Some would say, Jinder himself included, that he hasn't quite been the same superstar as he was when he held the WWE Championship. Maybe softened up his aggression a little bit, and it hasn't really paid off.
And we know that 2 spots still remain on the Raw men's team for the traditional Survivor Series 5-on-5 tag team matchup. Baron Corbin announcing earlier that Dolph and Drew would be a part of that team, along with Strowman. Roll up here of Crews, almost had him. Kick out at 2. Oh, and a step up in Zagiri by Apollo Crews.
Fortunately for Corbin, Strowman's on the prowl for him tonight.
I'm not so sure.
And the power of Crews, look at that! pressing Jinder Mahal, and the standing moonsault, the cover. Hook of the leg, is it enough? And it is! Crews impressive tonight.
Here is your winner, Apollo Crews.
Apollo Crews with Corey, a huge victory.
Knock off a former WWE champion as a big victory in the book of Apollo Crews. Maybe whatever needed to click has finally clicked inside this young man. But let's take a look at some freakish power. Crews pressing Jinder over his head. And then here comes the highlights.
The human highlight reel.
The standing moonsault by Apollo Crews. And Crews with one of the biggest wins of his career here on Monday Night Raw.
Apollo said his time is right now. He wasn't lying.
For Mahal and Singh, it's time to regroup. Apollo Crews with an impressive victory here tonight. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we've heard reports of Dean Ambrose being seen in the arena during the afternoon today. We'll find out if that brings this man, Seth Rollins, any closer to finding the answers he's looking for from Dean Ambrose coming up next. We are back on Monday Night Raw from Manchester, England, with the Intercontinental Champion.
Seth Rollins isn't only the Intercontinental Champion, he's still one half of the Raw Tag Team Champion.
Seth Rollins is draped in championship gold.
What an ovation for the Kingslayer.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome one half of the Raw Tag Team Champions and the Intercontinental Champion, Seth Rollins.
Well, 2 weeks ago, their Shield brother Roman Reigns relinquished his Universal Championship due to illness, so they dedicated the tag team title match to Roman Reigns, and Ambrose and Rollins would win the tag team gold when this happened.
But the thrill of victory would give way to the agony of betrayal as Dean Ambrose would lay out his brother, his tag team partner, his once upon a time best friend with a shocking, brutal assault.
It was an absolutely selfish act. No words could describe this heinous assault by Dean Ambrose on a man who was once his best friend. There's still no explanation for why this happened. Dean Ambrose still has not told anyone why he attacked Seth Rollins.
You know, as ridiculous as this little setup is right here, I actually planned on coming out here with 3 titles and a giant trophy. But, yeah, things didn't quite go my way in the WWE World Cup. I did not win the Best in the World tournament. And on top of that, Baron Corbin, our scumbag acting general manager, helped, of all people, Brock Lesnar regain the Universal title. And for everything that Roman Reigns worked for to take that title from Brock Lesnar, for everything Roman Reigns is fighting for now, I'll tell you, that is a slap in the face. It's a slap in the face to Roman. It's a slap in the face to me. It's a slap in the face to everybody in that locker room. And it is a slap in the face to every single person here tonight. And you know what? I tell Brock Lesnar that to his face. But Brock Lesnar is not here tonight. Shocker, I know. But you know who is here tonight? Dean Ambrose is here tonight. You know, it's hard to believe that Just a few weeks ago, the Shield was on top of the world. And last week, I called Dean Ambrose out. I asked him to come out here. I asked him to tell me why he put the knife in my back, and he didn't even have the guts to stand in this ring across from me. And now I could call Dean Ambrose out again, right here, right now, ask him to come down, stare at me in this ring, man to man, and tell me why he did what he did, but I don't want to waste your time, and truth be told, as you guys say here in Manchester, Dean Ambrose doesn't have the bollocks. So, let me get to why I am out here, and that's this necklace thing I've got going on here. I want to talk about the Raw Tag Team Championships. Now, as much as I would love to, I've got to admit it's probably impossible for me to defend 2 titles at one time.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
And with
whoa,
that said...
Whoa. Guys, barricade the door. Seth, I disagree with you. I think you can defend 2 championships at one time. So I say, you and your partner defend those tag team championships right now. Against these guys.
Oh, no.
No way.
What a setup.
This is a setup all along. Acting General Manager Corbin knows darn well that Dean Ambrose is not out here to join Seth Rollins for the Tag Team Championship match tonight.
As if Seth Rollins has not been through enough in the past week.
The AOP, perhaps the most destructive tag team on Monday Night Raw.
Well, Drake Maverick said these are the most dominant men, not just in the WWE Universe, but on the entire planet.
Seth Rollins has never been a man to go down without a fight, but these are just unwinnable odds.
The following contest is for the Raw Tag Team Championship. Introducing the challengers, AOP.
Now, Seth Rollins is not going to make excuses. Seth Rollins is not going to run back to the locker room. Seth Rollins is going to stand out here and he's going to fight valiantly. But against Akam and Razor, come on.
Seth Rollins has his entire career ahead of him. This is stupid.
This is impossible is what this is.
Oh, Rollins is going to go it alone.
He's a fighting champion, but I mean, a forfeit would be acceptable, I think.
Well, I agree with you, Renee, because Seth Rollins could get hurt and get hurt badly. This is Akam starting things off against Seth Rollins, and the only hope that Rollins has is to put this match away early.
Rollins knows very well he needs to stay out of that corner of AOP. The minute Akam and Razor start teaming up, fluid. Look at this.
Yeah, and exactly what you said, Corey. Rollins has got to stay out of that corner. Here comes Razor off the tag.
That didn't last long.
What an opportunity for AOP. This match is for the tag team titles. And Seth Rollins fights out of the corner.
Seth swinging for the fences.
Looking for a DDT. Perhaps, and what a double team. And what a clothesline.
Look at the impact.
Boom! Look at that.
Unbelievable power.
AOP in control. Will they win the tag team titles? How the hell does Rollins have a chance? And we are back on Monday Night Raw. This is for the tag team titles. Cover by Akam and a kick out. It's a 2-on-1 handicap match. Seth Rollins being forced to defend against AOP. Acting General Manager Baron Corbin knew damn well that Dean Ambrose was not going to walk out here tonight and help defend the titles with a man he stabbed in the back a couple of weeks ago, Seth Rollins.
This is painful to watch. Not only that, but he just came out of the Best in the World tournament. His body's worse for wear.
Akam now just squeezing all the breath out of Seth Rollins.
I mean, this is
all of his body weight down across Seth's shoulders.
I mean, this is a tremendous opportunity for AOP to win their first tag team titles here on Monday Night Raw.
To essentially be gifted. I mean, if it happens, I wouldn't even technically call it winning.
Well, the problem is,
Oh, my God.
as soon as AOP begins their reign as tag team champions, I don't see anybody be able to come for them.
Cover by Akam for the gold, and Seth kicks out again. I mean, again, Seth Rollins had some choice words for our acting general manager, Baron Corbin, after Corbin helped Brock Lesnar to regain the Universal Championship this past Friday as he attacked Braun Strowman before the bell rang in the Universal Championship match.
AOP is taking their time with Seth Rollins tonight. We've seen how quickly they can inflict damage on their opponents.
Listen, it was from behind that Baron Corbin attacked Braun Strowman, but Corbin said,
Wait, are you going to make an excuse for this guy?
No, I'm going to
hit him in the back of the neck with the championship.
It was a teaching moment.
Oh, my God. You're buying into all this, too. Teaching moment.
I hope you get extra stocks in the company or something with this jar spilling out of your mouth.
And now, takedown by Akam, and now pounding away on Seth Rollins.
Seth Rollins is learning the hard way, just like Braun Strowman did. You must respect the authority here on Monday Night Raw.
My apologies, that was Razor who took him down. Now the tag made. Here comes Akam. And the AOP is just picking apart Seth Rollins.
Listen, guys, I don't enjoy watching this any more than you do. Seth Rollins is a friend of mine. What? Business is business.
Oh, look at this now. Seth Rollins trying to fight out of this double team. Rollins lands on his feet. Seth Rollins driving Razor over the top rope, and momentarily, Rollins has a one-on-one situation here with Akam.
If Seth Rollins retains the Raw Tag Team Championships tonight, he should be called best in the world.
Akam just too powerful for Rollins. Seth picking up speed.
Suicide dive, and down goes Razor. Rollins quickly back into the ring. Can he somehow put Akam away? Akam out of the ring now, and Rollins double suicide. Down goes AOP. How is Seth Rollins doing this?
I gotta be perfectly honest with you. This is nothing short of miraculous that Rollins is still in this match and still the Raw Tag Team Champions.
And in control of the match right now, might I add.
Rollins launches himself off the top rope, and down goes Akam. Sling blade to Razor. I mean, Seth Rollins firing on all cylinders. Can he pull up what would be a monumental, historic upset tonight?
Blockbuster connects. Cover
by Rollins to retain the tag team titles, and Akam gets the shoulder up.
That might have been the only chance Seth Rollins is going to have in this match. It was a very impressive flurry of offense, but Seth's going to need a miracle.
And the WWE fans trying to will Seth Rollins on. Seth Rollins, does he believe? Can Seth Rollins somehow pull off a miracle here tonight? Kick right in the midsection. Look at Maverick. Drake Maverick, and it allows Razor to get involved and Akam from behind. That stopped all of Seth Rollins' momentum. Drake Maverick stopped the momentum in its tracks. And now the AOP. Rollins, though, sending Razor into the second rope and a kick to the face of Akam. And now to Razor, caught him up underneath the chin. Rollins is somehow still in this match.
This is surreal. I can't believe Seth is still in this.
Seth Rollins, top rope. Frog splash to retain the Raw Tag Team titles, and a kick out of two. So close for Rollins.
He almost did it. Unbelievable. Look at the height. But still not enough to pick up a victory and escape.
I can't believe Seth Rollins still has any energy left in his tank.
Blasting Akam on the apron, and Rollins now went for the stop, caught by Razor. Oh, what a power bomb.
Rollins almost went through the ring.
And now the double team by AOP. Is that all she wrote for Seth Rollins? Cover. AOP wins the tag team titles.
Here are your winners and the new Raw Tag Team Champions, AOP.
Well, AOP champions, but you're going to have to put an asterisk next to that in the history books.
Oh, it is official. Akam and Razor, the new Raw Tag Team Champions. But yeah, I agree with you, Cole. You're not going to chalk this up as a victory. This is a one-sided beatdown.
No matter.
Rollins fought his heart out.
No matter what, now AOP, the top of the food chain in the tag team division, things are going to be dangerous for anybody else who's going to challenge for that goal.
I mean, come on, Rollins with a valiant effort, but he didn't stay. Manager Baron Corbin.
I can assure you, Seth Rollins won't make the same mistake twice. He will start to show the proper. What's Ambrose doing now?
Well, there's the lunatic fringe. Rollins, former buddy.
You want to know why I did what I did?
Ambrose like a jackal out here picking the bones.
Still no explanation from Dean Ambrose. Well, Renee, I do have to ask you, because of your relationship with Dean, can you shed any light on what's going on?
I've tried my best to have any kind of conversation with him about it, and there's just no reasoning with him right now. I have no other information to provide at all.
Well, nonetheless, the question now for Seth Rollins is, how does he compete in 2 weeks at Survivor Series, the one night a year where Raw and SmackDown superstars compete in head-to-head competition? Because Seth Rollins, the Intercontinental Champion, will take on the United States Champion from SmackDown, Shinsuke Nakamura. And also at Survivor Series is Seth Rollins now. Struggles to make it to his feet, and you can only wonder what's going through Seth's mind and how he's going to respond to this psychologically. But speaking of Survivor Series, we also know one of the big matchups in Los Angeles, streaming live on the WWE Network, will be the Raw Women's Champion Ronda Rousey against the SmackDown Women's Champion Becky Lynch. Last week here on Monday Night Raw, or last week on SmackDown, Becky Lynch had this to say about Ronda Rousey.
Special thanks to Dead Rock for Let Me Live, Let Me Die. It's an official theme song of WWE Survivor Series from the album Let the Vultures In. Available now on iTunes and Spotify.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this past Friday, acting Raw General Manager Baron Corbin cost Braun Strowman an opportunity at the Universal Championship when he attacked Strowman from behind, allowing Brock Lesnar to start the match and win the title. Well, we kicked off Monday Night Raw tonight with Corbin in the ring, and he would have a visit from the monster among men. And Strowman was angry. He made a beeline to the ring, and Corey would take out the entire field of security.
Braun Strowman was determined for someone to get these hands. That someone tonight is Baron Corbin, but the acting Raw General Manager was able to escape from the monster, if only momentarily.
Don't lie to me. Where did he go?
I don't know.
You tell him that tonight, when I find him, He's gonna get these hands! Let's get those lights set up, okay? Hey, is my audio good yet?
Baron, you've been running from Braun Strowman all night long. And the question is it because you're afraid of the consequences after what you said earlier when you were out there at the beginning of the show? I just don't...
I didn't run from Braun Strowman. I'm not afraid of him. If he wants a wrestling match in the ring, I'm there. But Braun doesn't want to wrestle. He wants to destroy me, and I'm not about to let that happen.
Okay, so if you aren't running from Braun, then why exactly did you set up a makeshift studio in the storage room?
Charlie, you just told the world where I am.
Oh my God, Strowman! Taking out more security!
This is all Charlie's fault.
That's investigative journalism right there.
Here's one of the men that Corbin named to the Raw Survivor Series team, Dolph Ziggler.
Yeah, Dolph Ziggler, though, has an issue with what happened this past Friday in the Best in the World tournament. He was in the finals against The Miz. The Miz got hurt. Dolph should have won via forfeit when SmackDown Commissioner Shane McMahon installed himself in the match and won the thing.
Questionable for sure, maybe a little controversial. Dolph Ziggler certainly has a lot on his mind.
And WWE Survivor Series is presented by Mattel's Elite Collection action figures. Available now at Walmart. Make your collection elite.
Shane McMahon should be ashamed of what he did on Friday.
He did it for his brand.
Despite how things ended in the WWE World Cup, Shane McMahon is not the best in the world. Because you are looking at the best in the world. Typical, you know. I scratch, I claw, I outwork and outperform everyone in that locker room like I do every damn night. And then what happens? The conspiracy kicks in. Don't believe me? Check it out. Drew McIntyre ejected from ringside before the match even starts. Kind of fishy, huh? Oh, and then everyone's favorite D-lister, The Miz, jumps me from behind. Who would allow that to happen? None other than a SmackDown referee. You think that's convenient? There's one more big piece. Shane McMahon bullied his way into the finals of a tournament he wasn't even in. Purely...
Hello, I am Elias. And that is the respect that I deserve. Dolph, you know, you're out here, you're making excuses and conspiracy theories, but let me just sum it up for everybody right now. You're a loser. We get that, okay? But I mean, more importantly, the reason I'm out here is I just got off the phone with Liam and Noel Gallagher, okay? And I was talking to them, and I played a little song, believe it or not, it's about you. And they said to me, Elias, if you go out there tonight and you play this song, I promise you this, Oasis will reunite.
Yes.
Now, I have worked miracles before, but right now...
It'll be a miracle if anyone's awake after your dumb song.
Dolph, that was almost funny, but you know what you should have done about 3 minutes ago was just shut your mouth and let me sing. I'm a global phenomenon. You're just a fool. You think you're a comedian, everyone else thinks you're a tool. Pack your bags and go home, this ain't your show no more. I'm about to show you what WWE stands for. I said, I'm about to show you what WWE...
Why don't you walk down here and show me face to face?
All you had to do was ask.
Well, here... Well, will Dolph Ziggler walk with Elias when Monday Night Raw returns?
The Raw Tag Team division isn't a party. Tag team wrestling isn't a joke. It's something to respect and to take seriously. When Dash and myself, we came over to Monday Night Raw, we brought our encyclopedic knowledge of tag team maneuvers and executed them with precision. They bring front flips and back flips and masks and a pinata. There's no room in our division for the loser house party. We're going to send them back to 205 Live where they belong.
Well, the Revival sounds bitter after losing to the Luchas last week. Meanwhile, this match was made official during the commercial break. Elias versus Ziggler, one-on-one.
I like the Seven Nation Army tribute.
This is going to be a good one.
Elias doesn't deserve tribute from anybody. He just sat up here on the stage, ripped off Tom Petty. That was Last Dance with Mary Jane.
What are you talking
Hitchens
about?
there in Market Square. She's there in her underwear.
Look at Dolph Ziggler now from behind, trying to wear Elias down in the early going. Shoulders down, kick out by Elias. And if you're Ziggler, it looks like he's going to try to out-wrestle Elias in this match.
Dolph Ziggler's got all the accolades in amateur wrestling. Is in the Kent State University Hall of Fame for wrestling. That's one aspect of this game you do not want to match Dolph Ziggler with.
Yeah, this past Friday in the Best in the World tournament, the WWE World Cup, Dolph Ziggler, nice drop kick to Elias, defeated Kurt Angle in the first round. Thanks to Drew McIntyre, knocked off Seth Rollins in the semifinals, and then we told you about the situation in the finals. Miz was injured. It looked like Dolph would win via forfeit, and then SmackDown Commissioner Shane McMahon would insert himself into the match and win the Best in the World tournament.
But clearly, Elias is no sloucher. Just because he played a nice ditty doesn't mean he's soft in the ring.
Covered by Elias, and Ziggler kicks out.
I'm never shy about giving Elias credit from bell to bell. He's an incredibly talented, very aggressive competitor. I just can't stand his music. And what was that dribble he was spewing about reuniting Oasis?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Do you know what that would mean for all of England?
You got a better chance of seeing Shawn and Marty reunite.
And Elias now in control of Dolph Ziggler. Big match for Elias here to try to knock off a former multi-time world champion.
But Elias got a sponsorship from Pretty Green in Gallagher's clothing line.
Ziggler trying to make it back to a vertical base, and Elias still in control, at least momentarily. That loss in the Best in the World tournament to Shane McMahon really bothered Dolph Ziggler.
With good reason. Dolph Ziggler worked the entire tournament. He won match after match and got to the finals of his own volition. He's got every right to be upset. I think it should have been a forfeit, to be honest with you.
What an uppercut. Now Ziggler regaining control over Elias. Neckbreaker to Elias. Ziggler crawls to the cover. Is it enough to put him away? Both legs hooked in an near fall. Understand Shane McMahon has been running all over the world the last couple of days with World Cup in hand.
Turns out all he wanted was a spotlight. He stole it from every superstar in the entire roster.
Look at this submission all up into a pinning combination.
Shoulders were down, and now look at Ziggler, how he's got his legs wrapped around the waist of Elias, the chin lock in place.
Added pressure squeezing at the chin of Elias, as well as the body scissors applied. Extra painful, very agonizing situation for Elias to be in.
And you know, Corey, I know you bust on Elias and his singing ability all the time, but there's no doubt that he can get it done in the ring.
Completely agree with you 100%. From bell to bell, Elias is the real deal.
And again, Ziggler wrestling Elias down to the mat. Dolph Ziggler was so proud of his victory over Kurt Angle in the World Cup tournament. Kurt, of course, Dolph Ziggler idolized when he was growing up.
Thus far, Elias hasn't been that impressive against Dolph.
Dolph Ziggler is motivated. He's angry. He is driven right now. He feels like he was robbed, and rightly so.
And not only Angle, but we mentioned before, Dolph also knocked off Seth Rollins this past Friday. A little help from Drew McIntyre, but nonetheless.
Regardless of, Dolph Ziggler's a superstar that's always had a chip on his shoulder. Can you imagine the magnitude of what that looks like now? Just scathed, burned by Shane McMahon in the finals.
Oh, and a mule kick by Elias. And Elias gonna go up to the top rope.
Desperate times.
High risk for the big man. Nobody home. Dolph rolled out of the way. Stalemate here as this match continues on Raw. Here tonight from Manchester, England, as Dolph Ziggler again regains control over Elias. You know, Corey, Renee, we've traveled the world over the past month, and everywhere we've gone, everyone asked me, is it Elias's time? Is it his time to move up here in WWE?
I think Elias just screams superstar. I mean, even beyond the realms of where he's at right now, his star is shining so bright. He's just going to continue to ascend.
I wouldn't get ahead of yourself, Michael Cole. You realize some of these places we've been don't even have indoor plumbing.
Here's the backslide by Elias. Dolph shoulders down, and a kick out of two, and caught him with an uppercut. Elias feeling that one, and Ziggler now going to roll him up again. Hooks the leg, shoulders, pinning combination. And Ziggler was underneath the bottom rope. Great move by the official there. That call up the near pinfall.
This has been incredibly one-sided. To be honest with you, I'm liking this side of Dolph Ziggler.
And Elias, though, almost on cue, Corey, taking Ziggler down, and now Elias, who can throw hands with the best of them. We've seen that in the past, and now Ziggler tying up Elias again.
Stomping on Elias's knee.
And again, the problem is you don't want to get into a mat war with Dolph Ziggler.
Absolutely not, as Elias has already found out in the opening minutes of this matchup. So Dolph Ziggler is always a dangerous competitor, but after being robbed of the WWE World Cup, Ziggler is incensed and maybe more dangerous than ever.
Ziggler again believing he has a lot to prove here tonight after the sham that Shane McMahon pulled back to the Best in the World tournament on Friday. And a neck breaker by Dolph. And every time Elias tries to fight back into this, Ziggler has an answer.
Ziggler's been about 2 steps ahead the entire match.
Dolph Ziggler's a 12-year vet here with WWE. Elias has not been able to put in that time, and clearly he's getting a bit of a clinic
a little bit of
from the show-off.
Oh, and an elbow right to the chest. Ziggler, cover, kick out at 2 by Elias.
Once again, right back to that rear chin lock with the body scissors. Not going to get a lot of style points for this if you're Dolph Ziggler, but it is incredibly effective. He's been dominating Elias.
Might not be that pretty, but you imagine for a man that's, like you said, we've been traveling around the world, been on planes, been on buses, I can imagine his body's just been through it.
You know, and we learned earlier tonight that acting general manager Baron Corbin named Dolph Ziggler, Drew McIntyre, and Braun Strowman as 3 of the 5 men who be on the Raw team at Survivor Series. And, you know, you go back in Survivor Series history, Dolph Ziggler has had one of the best records and has had, well, the most success of anyone, I believe, in the history of these traditional Survivor Series matchups. A couple of times a lone survivor.
Dolph Ziggler, a willing member of Team Raw. Braun Strowman, not so much. I don't know how things are going to work out with him and Corbin.
Like, do people ever think that they can manipulate
shoulder tap.
Braun Strowman? What an insane idea.
Well, here's a question I have.
Teaching moment, guys. I don't understand what's so hard to fathom about this.
We're drinking the Kool-Aid.
If Kurt Angle would beat Corbin later tonight in their match and become captain of Team Raw, and look at Elias go, do you think he'd keep Dolph, Drew, and Braun on the team, or he'd pick a whole new 5?
Oh, I think we'd be getting a whole new team.
I don't agree with that at all. I think even Kurt Angle realizes how talented Dolph Ziggler and Drew McIntyre and Braun Strowman are.
Elias with a blow right to the back of the neck. And there's the power of Elias, and Dolph does not want to be up there. Ziggler lands on his feet, however. Kick right to the midsection. Went for the high knee. Ziggler caught him, rolls him up. Is it enough to kick out at 2? Oh, and Elias that time connected. Is it enough to put Ziggler away in this matchup? Near fall for Elias.
Oh, so we're not going pretty style moves. We're just trying to get victories out here.
And it's all about everybody wants to impress. You know, Elias would love to be a member of Team Monday Night Raw to represent his
boom, right to the jaw.
That, my friends, was a smash hit.
And again, there are 2 spots remaining as it stands now on the men's team for Monday Night Raw. 2 weeks away, Survivor Series, Los Angeles, streaming live on the WWE Network. It's the one time a year where Raw and SmackDown superstars meet in head-to-head competition.
You ask about the star of Elias, and he earned a spot on the Survivor Series team.
Oh, and a power bomb to Ziggler. Is it enough to put Dolph away? Almost had him, and Ziggler gets the shoulder up.
Elias was about a half a second away from victory.
And perhaps Elias getting a bit frustrated. He thought he had Dolph put away with that.
Beautiful sit-out powerbomb. But Dolph Ziggler believes he's the best in the world right now, and he's showing you just why right now.
Elias trying to feed off the WWE fans here in Manchester, England. Chops now, stunning Ziggler, but a kick right back to the midsection. Look at Dolph fight back.
Big time headbutt.
Rolls up Elias, and a kick out at 2. Ziggler looking for the zigzag. Elias able to hang on. And there, swiped away the knee again. There it is. Zigzag by Ziggler. And Dolph into the cover. Hooks the inside leg of Elias, who manages to get his foot on the bottom rope.
Brilliant ring awareness from Elias.
Ziggler's beside himself. He can't believe it.
Yeah, Ziggler extremely frustrated. It's been a rough weekend for Dolph Ziggler. Thought he had Elias put away there, but Elias able to get his foot on the bottom rope. But can Elias somehow regroup? And that'll buy Elias some time. Dolph Ziggler now in trouble. Got caught. Drift away by Elias. Here's the cover on Ziggler. Elias with a major win.
Here is your winner, Elias.
Big time victory. You were asking, Cole, if
Elias spot on the Raw Survivor Series team.
From out of nowhere, drift away, plants the show off. And the Troubadour racks up a big-time W on Monday night.
Dolph might not be pleased, but Elias picks up the win.
Team, if you can defeat Baron Corbin. Any concerns you might have about facing him and also competing in your first singles match on Raw in more than 12 years?
Baron Corbin is very dangerous, and he does pose as a threat. But I know his weaknesses. and I know how to beat them. And like I said before, a fire has been lit inside of me. It's time for Kurt Angle to go on to the Survivor Series as the Raw Team Captain. Oh, it's true. It's damn true.
They fired up Kurt Angle tonight. And here's someone who's always fired up.
The baddest woman on the planet.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Raw Women's Champion, Rowdy Ronda Rousey.
You know, Survivor Series is the one time a year where Raw and SmackDown superstars compete in head-to-head competition. And at Survivor Series in 2 weeks, streaming live on the WWE Network, the Raw Women's Champion, Rowdy Ronda Rousey, is going to take on the SmackDown Women's Champion, Becky Lynch, in one-on-one competition.
Two incredibly dangerous women both share an affinity for snapping their opponent's arms. This one is going to be off the chain. I can't wait to see it.
This might be match of the night. Calling it now.
Becky Lynch says she's going to rip my arm off. It's cute. It's cute. It's adorable, actually. You know, Becky, it's easy to see why everybody loves you. It's easy to see why everyone loves you. I mean, there's no doubt that you worked hard and persevered through adversity to once again become the SmackDown Women's Champion. You're the champ. You're the man. Well, figuratively. But, man, at Evolution, you put on the performance of a lifetime. A lifetime. It was amazing. Without question, you have my respect. But do not mistake my respect for weakness. I am the last woman on earth you want to provoke. While your alarm was waking you up every morning for school, my mother was waking me up out of a dead sleep trying to break my arms. While you were in clown college, I was training for the Olympics. And while you were a stewardess serving snacks, I was in the midst of the most dominant title reign the sport of MMA has ever seen. But yeah, we've seen a whole new Becky. She's changed. A whole new Becky with a whole new attitude, and I love it. I love it just like everybody else. It's awesome. But it's going to take a lot more than a new attitude to beat me. I am a natural-born killer, beaten to a fine edge after years and years of waking up every single morning wanting to be the greatest athlete of all time. 2 weeks. 2 weeks, Becky, until Survivor Series, and I want you to bring all of your angst. I want you to bring all of your rage. I want you to bring all of your pent-up resentment. I want you to bring everything that you got, because I want a challenge. And you know, Becky, you may say you're the man, but I am the baddest bitch on the planet.
Ronda Rousey with a very clear message. message to SmackDown Women's Champion Becky Lynch.
Becky Lynch had better be careful what she says in the presence of the baddest woman on the planet.
Wait a minute. That is Nia Jax, the irresistible force. And remember what she accomplished at WWE Evolution, the first ever all-women's pay-per-view event. She won the Battle Royal, which means she's next in line for a title opportunity with Ronda Rousey.
For the last time these two clashed, there was no true decisive winner, certainly marred by controversy.
Yeah, that was the night that Alexa Bliss cashed in her Money in the Bank contract.
Look at you all fired up. Woo! Got me going back there. That's great, Rhonda. It's great. And you know, Survivor Series is just like Evolution. You're not just fighting for yourself, you're fighting for the entire Raw locker room. You're fighting for the most dominant brand in sports entertainment. And I know you will not let us down. But after Survivor Series, after you make Becky Lynch tap out, just know I'll be waiting for you. Champ.
Nia Jax putting Ronda Rousey on notice.
That was a shot across the bow if there ever was one.
As we get set for this matchup here between Ember Moon and Nia Jax, a rematch from last week. I want to tell you, the same weekend that history is made at WWE Evolution, WWE announced a new partnership with Girl Up, an organization founded by the United Nations Foundation that is dedicated to gender equality worldwide. From last week, good friends Nia Jax and Ember Moon doing battle here tonight. And again, remember, Alexa Bliss, who's been named the captain of the Raw Women's team for Survivor Series, is, looking at who she's going to place on that 5-woman team.
Well, I know Nia Jax and Alexa Bliss have a bit of a murky past, but I don't know why you wouldn't want the most dominant woman on Monday Night Raw team.
Well, what about Ember Moon, the War Goddess?
Both women should have spots in the Survivor Series team. They're clearly on the up and up, shining a light on the women's division in a whole new way.
I'll tell you what, if Ember Moon knocks off Nia Jax tonight, I think she might be a shoo-in for one of those 5 spots. And Ember with a kick to Nia. There's a drop kick, and Nia Jax, though, down to one knee.
We've talked about the friendly competition between these two superstars, but when it comes down to the nitty-gritty, they both know they need this spot. You don't want to miss out on a Survivor Series opportunity, one of the most traditional matches in WWE.
And look at this. Slammed! Ember was going for a cross-body, and Nia Jax planted her. And that is how dangerous Nia Jax is. And a peel by Nia.
Nia possesses game-changing power.
And not only is Nia Jax looking to earn a spot on the Survivor Series women's team, looking to send a message to the Raw Women's Champion, Ronda Rousey. And she now is just dominating Ember Moon. Watch this.
Like a rag doll, Nia Jax grabbing Ember and just chucking her about 3/4 of the way across the ring.
I think Nia Jax is sending a message to the entire WWE female division.
By Ember at 2.
She's sending a message to Ronda Rousey, who I can guarantee is keeping a close eye on this one right now.
And you mentioned it before, Corey, it is unfinished business. Nia and Ronda had a great matchup at the Money in the Bank pay-per-view event over the summer, the night that Alexa Bliss would cash in her Money in the Bank contract on Nia Jax to win the championship.
Nia just wearing down Ember Moon right now.
No.
Ember's in a great deal of pain and fading fast. Look at the position Ember's neck's in.
Nia Jax, the irresistible force. Just so difficult to defeat. Look at just wearing Ember down. And Ember trying to fight back. Here comes the War Goddess. A lot of heart in this young woman. And Nia, though,
Not happening.
With one hand. Ember showing some fight. Oh, driving Ember to the mat. Nia, how impressive has she been?
Constantly one accolade after another. She's just someone who keeps wanting to rise to the occasions, especially after that battle royal. What an impressive performance from Nia Jax.
Oh, and that was impressive as well, Renee. Bulldozing through Ember Moon.
What happens when a brick wall runs at you?
And now a leg drop, though. Ember uses her quickness to roll out of the way. Desperate move by Ember. But watch that.
Ember just bought herself a few extra moments here, but I don't know if that's what she wants because Nia Jax, the first to her feet.
With these blows, she's going to take some time off of her career.
Ember fighting back, though. Nia Jax stunned. Here comes Ember. Oh, and a kick right to the midsection. Knees from Ember Moon and some fight left.
Not that Ronda Rousey would take her eyes off of Becky Lynch, but you know Ronda's keeping a close eye on this one.
Ember Moon, crossbody, lateral press. Can she pull off the win? And Nia powers at it, too.
Yeah, Ronda's no fool. She'll definitely be having her head on a swivel.
Oh, and Ember, down goes Nia for the win. What an upset this would be. Kick out, oh, with authority.
Nia Jax is like a freak of nature.
Watch this. Boom! Ember Moon. Clubbing blow to Nia. Almost pulled off the win. But, Corey, what about the power with which Nia powered out?
Kick out with authority and then some. Ember out of the way just in time. Gonna have to use her speed. Counteract the power of Nia. Good for a tornado DDT, but Nia just shrugged Ember right off.
Uh-oh, step up in Zaguri, but Nia's still on her feet. Ember caught. Oh, and a Samoa drop. Nia Jax with the win over Ember Moon. A very game Ember Moon.
Here is your winner, Nia Jax.
Nia Jax impressive. I hope Ronda Rousey was watching.
No doubt she was glued to a monitor after being called out by Nia just moments ago.
Nia Jax impressive here tonight. Not again. And Tamina marching to the ring. She went face-to-face with Nia Jax at the Battle Royal at WWE Evolution, and then appeared from out of nowhere last week as well.
Tamina looks like she shakes Nia to the core.
Certainly a complicated relationship between these two. Tamina might be equally as powerful as Nia Jax.
God, Tamina Ember's has been beaten up already by Nia. And another Samoan drop.
But why? What's Tamina looking to accomplish
Well, even more importantly, Nia, do something. Ember's your friend.
Tamina with a Boston Crab locked in now.
What is Nia doing? Oh my God! A relentless assault by Nia Jax to Ember Moon.
Nia Jax with the assist from Tamina.
What?
What in the world?
What do you think of that?
I have no idea what to make of
I
that.
got a question for you. What is Ronda Rousey thinking right now?
Nobody's safe of these two.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome my guest, the extraordinary man who does...
Tickets are available 1 week from Friday for WrestleMania, but you can get a jump start on all the festivities and plan your trip to the Big Apple, New York City, and MetLife Stadium. WrestleMania travel packages are now available. Go to WrestleManiaTravel.com right now. Guys, can you believe it's almost WrestleMania?
I cannot believe it. The fact that they're going back
Whoa. Hi, excuse me. Your problems with Braun Strowman, they don't really seem like they're going away, and in fact, kind of seem like they're even intensifying.
You're like a bad penny. You keep showing up. And you know what? When you show up, guess who else shows up? Look, do me a favor. Tell Kurt Angle I have an emergency appointment and he won't be competing against me tonight. He'll be competing against Drew McIntyre. Excuse me, I have places to go.
Corbin got lucky, Bailey escaped me, but Angle versus McIntyre tonight.
Wow. Braun could have just turned that car over if he wanted to.
Kurt Angle, for the first time in over 12 years, competing on Monday Night Raw. Boy, does he have a tall order in front of him. I wonder what kind of appointment Baron had.
You should know.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, accompanied by Leo Rush. From Denver, Colorado, weighing 260 pounds, Bobby Lashley.
I wish Leo Rush had an appointment.
Thank God he doesn't have a microphone.
Touche.
Look at this physical specimen that is Bobby Lashley, an absolute freak of nature.
And not in a good mood. Lashley dominated Seth Rollins in the first round of the Best in the World tournament this past Friday for the WWE World Cup, but Rollins would pick up the victory. Lashley was incensed.
And Lashley was humiliated, felt that he didn't make the biggest impact possible, still feels that he deserves to be the best in the world.
The big man is here. The man of the hour is here. Even though I kind of wish instead we were in Liverpool right now. But that's okay. That's okay. Look at this man. Look at him. Look at this. Michelangelo on his best day couldn't sculpt a better piece of art than this. Not even on his best day. Look at this. Hold on, wait for it. Hey, Bobby, show the people of Manchester the greatest pose of all time. Your favorite pose, the best pose. Show it to them.
Oh, ew.
Got great glutes. What do you want?
Hey. Listen, don't misinterpret this. It's not what it seems like. He's not trying to insult you, okay? He's just showing you some well-developed gluteal maximus.
No, you were right.
I know.
Look at this man. While we're at it, look at this man's hamstrings. Nobody in here looks like this man. Hey, if you're offended, you might as well get over it, okay? Because it's not what it seems. Bob, hey, didn't you tell me that you actually respect Manchester? You actually love Manchester, right? He loves you. He loves you. This man loves Manchester. He loves... Okay, enough. Now you made Bobby upset. Now you made him upset. Now he's gonna beat up Finn Balor, just like he did last week. And while he's beating up Finn Balor tonight, it'll be just like he's beating up every single last one of you people in Manchester. That's what it'll be like.
Nobody would care if you know what happens here at football games. You talk trash like that.
Thank God for Balor Club.
From Bray, County Wicklow, Ireland, Finn Balor.
Well, Finn Balor, who appears to have Bobby Lashley's number, at least over the past couple of weeks. Little preview, perhaps, of what's going to come tomorrow night on Mixed Match Challenge on Facebook Watch, immediately following SmackDown. Country Dominance. Bobby Lashley and Mickie James to take on Team B&B, Bayley and Finn Balor. Big matchup there. Country Dominance is undefeated. Team B&B right behind them.
And Mixed Match Challenge been picking up steam week after week, and tomorrow it's just me and Vic Joseph. You're not with us.
Finn Balor set to go one-on-one with Bobby Lashley. And Corey, can he make it 3 in a row?
Remains to be seen. Finn Balor obviously cool, calm, and collected heading into this battle, but he better be on his A game because Bobby Lashley is ready for a fight.
Pushing the envelope.
He had an emergency appointment. When you wear as many hats as the future permanent general manager, Baron Corbin.
Yeah, was it a flight out of this entire country? That might be a smart move.
He was running away from Braun Strowman. Nonetheless, Lashley and Balor, and Lashley with a score to settle tonight. He's been embarrassed over the past couple of weeks by Finn Balor and hopes to end that here tonight.
Yeah, but last week it was Balor who was humiliated at the hands of Lashley and Lio Rush. Lio just disrespecting Finn over and over, slapping him in the face.
Must be nice for Lio Rush just to be able to get away with stuff like that when you got somebody like Bobby Lashley in the corner.
You know, we did say this the past Friday in the World Cup tournament, Corey, that Bobby Lashley in the match against Seth Rollins looks better than he ever has, I believe.
I agree with you, and I think a lot of it is due to Lio Rush. As obnoxious as the guy can tend to be.
What a fisherman suplex by Lashley and a kick out by Balor.
Lio Rush is a man with a plan. I talked to him today, asked him what their camp thought about Shane McMahon winning the Best in the World tournament, and Lio said if it came down to Shane and Bobby that there's no way that Shane would have won.
Look at Finn Balor fighting back. And Lashley with a kick right to the midsection. Lashley all business tonight. Balor, though, looking to pick up speed. And that drop kick drives Lashley out of the ring.
Balor thinking about taking to the sky. Oh! Lio Rush with the interference.
Quick hands of Lio Rush.
And now look at Lashley unloading on Finn Balor. Cover kick out. Bobby Lashley so powerful.
This is what Balor needed to avoid. You don't want to get stuck in close quarters with someone that has a power game like Bobby Lashley.
Just smile on the face of Lio Rush. Did you see that outside the ring?
So smug. Just a little twerp.
Look at him. Oh, and Lashley slamming Balor down again. And Lashley, and a kick out by Balor. And now again looking to wear Finn down.
Graves, you should get a vest like Leo's.
I got one. I just don't wear it on TV. Social events only.
WWE fans trying to will Finn Balor back into this match. Neckbreaker by Lashley. Cover by Bobby. Kick out by Balor. There's a look of disbelief on the face of Lashley that Balor continues to fight back in this matchup.
It's frustrating when you're such a supreme athlete as Bobby Lashley has been his entire life. It gets frustrating extra quickly when you can't dispose of your opponent.
You're up against a man with do extraordinary things, also an incredible athlete.
I don't see anything extraordinary at the moment.
Fair enough.
Except for Bobby Lashley.
Lio Rush barking out orders.
Oh, it's orders so much as it's motivation.
And Balor fighting back, though. He stunned Lashley with the boots to the face. And now Balor using his quickness once again.
Big time forearm. Lashley still on his feet.
And Balor trying to pick the legs of Lashley. Sunset flip. Rolls him over. Shoulders down now. Kick out two. Near fall by Balor. Can you imagine if Finn can knock off Bobby Lashley again tonight?
Yeah, Bobby Lashley's got to move on if he doesn't get a victory over Finn Balor tonight. On to the next.
Balor fired up.
Yep.
Oh, thunderous knife edge chop from the Irishman.
Oh, Balor just caught.
Not good.
Swing blade.
I talk about superior athletes.
I'm not so sure what you meant by superior. Which one?
Oh, Lashley just proved
You knew that was coming. That's not fair.
Lashley just blasted through Finn Balor. And again, Finn using his quickness out to the apron of the ring. Caught by Lashley. And an elbow right to the jaw.
Like Bobby Lashley has had time to stake out Finn Balor, get his move set.
Oh, he's obviously learned from past mistakes. He's not going to make the same errors twice against Finn Balor for a third time.
Check out the power here of Bobby Lashley. Vertical suplex. Delivered. Cover by Lashley. And Finn again kicks out. Fight left. And Finn Balor.
Balor looks all out of sorts. All that time spent upside down in a vertical suplex, letting all the blood rush to your head before Lashley slams you down.
Yeah, did you see the look on Bobby Lashley's face? Still frustration setting in for Lashley.
Uh-oh, Balor rolling him up, trying to steal one, and a kick out at 2. Almost knocked off Lashley again.
I think Finn Balor's starting to run out of gas.
Big kick. Might have spoken too soon, Corey. Lashley's in the drop zone. Balor going up top. Lio Rush providing the distraction.
Once again, Lio paying dividends.
And now Balor going up to the top rope again, but that allows Lashley to make it to his feet. Balor rolls through. Lashley sent outside the ring.
Been able to out-quick Lashley once again, buy himself some time. Oh, man.
Lio Rush paid for that.
Good, he deserved everything he just got.
You think Finn's fired up? Uh-oh, but Lashley intercepting Balor.
Kicks Finn right out of the air.
And Bobby Lashley has Balor right where he wants him. Gut-wrench suplex. Up on his shoulders, face first.
That's got to be it.
Lashley with the victory.
Here is your winner, Bobby Lashley.
Give a bit of an assist to Lio Rush, but Lashley was dominating for most of that matchup with the win tonight over Finn Balor.
The alliance with Lio Rush once again proves dividends for Bobby Lashley.
Man of the hour has a plan.
Well, that there is the Scottish psychopath, Drew McIntyre.
Drew's walking with purpose, staring a hole at everyone in the ring, including Bobby Lashley.
Bobby Lashley should pick up that win and get out of here.
McIntyre is due to take on Kurt Angle here. Coming up next, but in a hurry to make it out to the ring.
A standoff between a couple of Goliaths here in Manchester. Two big, intense, dangerous.
Give Lio Rush credit there.
Wise move.
McIntyre just dared Bobby Lashley to make a move. Characteristic show of respect from McIntyre, although he still has a long storied history. Could that very Claymore be in the future of Kurt Angle?
The confidence on Drew McIntyre's face.
No respect there. That's called making your mark.
Drew McIntyre set for battle with Kurt Angle. If Kurt wins, he becomes captain of Raw's Men's Survivor Series team. Coming up next.
Tonight, Drew McIntyre, the Scottish psychopath who just took out Finn Balor, awaits Kurt Angle.
What a treat this is going to be for the first time in over 12 years. Kurt Angle competing on Monday Night Raw.
It was January 16, 2006, when Kurt Angle did battle with the Heartbreak Kid Shawn Michaels. The last time we saw him in one-on-one action here on Monday night.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing WWE Hall of Famer, Kurt Angle.
Going right after Drew McIntyre. Looking to get the upper hand on McIntyre. Angle knows a win tonight means he's the captain of the Raw Survivor Series team.
You can see it in Angle's eyes. He means business. Extra intense tonight.
Angle's got to beat Drew McIntyre at his own game.
And now again, the Angle will be backed off. The bell is not rung yet. And now the official calls for the bell, and Angle and McIntyre. One-on-one is underway, and look at Kurt Angle go. Looked great this past Friday against Dolph Ziggler in a first-round matchup in the Best of the World tournament. And look at Angle go.
You gotta hope.
Through Mac. Oh, what a headbutt.
Glasgow kiss. Good night, Kurt.
Angle wants back in Survivor Series this year after leading his team to victory last year. But watch this.
Listen to this.
Oh!
Almost sickening impact.
And look at McIntyre go. And listen, McIntyre's doing the bidding tonight of acting Raw General Manager Baron Corbin. If McIntyre wins this match, Corbin remains the captain of the Survivor Series team. Corbin no longer here. He ran out of Monday Night Raw after being chased by Braun Strowman.
Yeah, how unfair for Kurt Angle. He's had all night to prepare for Baron Strowman, Baron Corbin staking him out. Now he's got Drew McIntyre. This isn't fair at all.
Oh, McIntyre now.
Boo-hoo, Renee. The guy's a WWE Hall of Famer. He's an Olympic gold medalist. Kurt Angle knows how to overcome adversity. Tonight, the adversity is the Scottish psychopath.
Yeah, that's quite a mountain of a man.
A multi-time WWE champion is Angle. Former King of the Ring winner. And now wrestled down again with the armbar continuing to be applied by Drew McIntyre. McIntyre is tough as they come, just punishing Kurt Angle.
See McIntyre just grinding his forearm across the face of Angle. Incredibly painful.
Drew McIntyre, 6'5", 265 pounds. Corey, you've often called him a sports entertainment hybrid.
He absolutely is. It's a perfect blend of size, speed, power, agility. McIntyre can do it all.
And Kurt Angle, and an elbow again knocks Angle down. Covered by McIntyre. Hook to the leg and a kick out by Kurt.
And I think the one X factor that Drew McIntyre possesses that separates him from the pack is this unparalleled, unmatched aggression. There are no superstars in the industry that are as aggressive as Drew McIntyre.
This is not going to look pretty for Kurt Angle tonight.
However, do not count Kurt out. He's a veteran. Kurt Angle has accomplished everything in the sports entertainment business.
And McIntyre would be all too happy to run over a Hall of Famer on his way to the top.
We saw what Kurt Angle did in the Survivor Series matchup last year. He could do the same thing this time if he wins this matchup.
Yeah, but he has to win to become captain of the Monday Night Raw team against SmackDown in 2 weeks.
And remember, earlier tonight, Baron Corbin said if it were up to him, Angle would be on permanent vacation. What's going to be the outcome if Angle doesn't win tonight?
McIntyre with a wicked chop.
Baron ever returns from his appointments, maybe we could find out.
I'll send him a text.
Oh, McIntyre, nobody home as Angle moved out of the way. And here's Kurt Angle! Angle slam from out of nowhere! Kurt Angle with an opportunity, but McIntyre rolls out of the ring. Can Kurt Angle do it? Can he win this matchup? McIntyre with a neck breaker into the cover on Kurt Angle. It's enough to put him away, and a kick out by Kurt Angle. It has been such a competitive matchup. I'm going to show you what happened during the commercial break.
Drew McIntyre continued his relentless assault, the Olympic gold medalist, launching Angle into the steel stairs.
Look at the power of McIntyre off the suplex. Cover yet again. Hook of the leg, kick out. Remember, McIntyre is doing the bidding tonight of acting Raw General Manager Baron Corbin. If McIntyre wins, Corbin remains the captain of the Raw Survivor Series team. An Angle victory would mean Kurt Angle's the captain. Oh, and a clothesline by McIntyre.
Real convenient that Baron Corbin's henchman happens to be the Scottish psychopath.
Drew McIntyre's not a henchman. He's not doing the bidding of Baron Corbin. He's simply filling in for the future permanent general manager who is in a tight spot, got an emergency appointment, and Drew McIntyre would love the opportunity to knock off Kurt Angle tonight.
No doubt, I'm sure he would. I mean, what an accomplishment for him. Olympic gold medalist, WWE.
Oh, throw! Great belly to belly by McIntyre. Into the cover, hooks both legs on Angle, who powers out. Watch the power here of McIntyre. Lifting Kurt Angle up. That was a deadlift.
Absolutely superhuman power displayed by the Scottish Terminator. Angle's still in this fight. There is no quit in Kurt Angle. Maybe there should be.
First time in nearly 13 years that Kurt Angle is in a one-on-one match on Monday Night Raw. And he drew McIntyre. McIntyre so dangerous.
Drew McIntyre very wisely going back to this armbar submission, wearing Kurt Angle down, and it negates Kurt's ability to throw suplexes in a lot of his offense.
And what's interesting about this is you don't normally see a man the size of Drew McIntyre relying on holds like this.
Or you could have stopped at you don't normally see a man the size of Drew McIntyre, period. But this is a smart strategy. McIntyre is a very well-versed competitor. He can get it done multiple different ways.
Like we mentioned earlier, a hybrid. Kurt Angle creates some separation. And again, McIntyre lifting Angle up, though. Kurt Angle now goes behind. German suplex!
Looks like Drew didn't damage Kurt's left arm quite badly enough.
Kurt Angle's bread and butter. A second German.
Angle's got that vice-like grip around the waist of McIntyre.
A third German suplex and a release this time by Angle.
Kurt Angle does not have any quit in him.
Straps down, Kurt Angle fired up.
How impressive.
Angle now stalking McIntyre.
Looking for a second Angle slam. McIntyre lands on his feet. Kurt Angle. Oh, Claymore kick by McIntyre. Drew McIntyre burying Angle with a Claymore kick. And that's all she wrote.
Apparently it's not all she wrote. You would think.
Watch this impact. Bang.
And McIntyre's got this match won. I don't know exactly what he's waiting on right now.
Look at the look on his face right now, just stalking Kurt Angle.
It's almost as if Drew's savoring this.
McIntyre could have put Angle away 30 seconds ago. Kurt Angle not even sure where he's at.
Angle trying to will himself back into this fight.
This is the legendary Kurt Angle. Here's the leg.
This could very well be the swan song for Kurt Angle. McIntyre just mocking Angle.
Angle tried to pick the leg, and now McIntyre just fighting back in a stomp. Disconcerting look from McIntyre.
Not the eyes you want staring back at you inside that ring.
Yeah, if you're a Kurt Angle fan, this is not easy to watch. Look, Drew's offering his leg to the Olympic gold medalist. That's how confident McIntyre is right now.
Again, Angle trying to pick the leg, and again, Drew McIntyre fighting back. Kurt Angle taken down again. And look at McIntyre hammering away.
See tears in the eyes of Kurt Angle. Just frustrated, in agony.
It's got to be an emotional 48 hours for this man. Think of what he's been through in the Best in the World tournament. Now in the ring with Drew McIntyre. He wasn't expecting this tonight.
Drew McIntyre seems to be savoring this.
Look me. Look me in the eye. Look me in my eyes, you coward. You're an embarrassment to yourself. You're an embarrassment to your bloody family. You are nothing to me. Do you hear me? Look at my eyes. Look at my eyes. Look at me. Look, this is your future. This is your future.
Kurt Angle fired up, picked the leg. He picked the leg of McIntyre. Now looking for the ankle lock. Drew McIntyre, he might have played the game one just way too long with Angle. And now Angle with the ankle lock in. Is McIntyre going to tap?
Angle's going to snap Drew's ankle.
Good.
McIntyre pushed Angle too far. And McIntyre, though, powers out. But has the damage been done? And can Kurt Angle capitalize?
What an unbelievable switch in Kurt Angle. He got goaded into that. Now Drew McIntyre's going to pay.
McIntyre was in his face, taunting Kurt Angle. And Angle's a competitor. He's a warrior.
Drew called Angle.
Oh, wait a minute. McIntyre with an Angle slam. Using Kurt Angle's own move against him.
Just moments ago, McIntyre was screaming derogatory comments right in Kurt Angle's face.
I don't think he's done.
Kurt Angle's spent, but he's giving it everything he has.
Oh, now the ankle lock. No. McIntyre using Angle's own submission against him.
This is the ultimate disrespect.
And McIntyre is not going to let go. He's got it locked in. He's going to break Kurt Angle's ankle. Kurt Angle desperately trying to hold on. Somehow trying to hold on. Can Kurt? He's got to tap out.
Oh, my God.
And McIntyre still won't let go, and finally he does.
Here's your winner by submission, Drew McIntyre.
Imagine the embarrassment and the humiliation.
Drew McIntyre may have just finished Kurt Angle's career. But Kurt Angle could not survive the ankle lock of McIntyre.
Now we know he will not be the captain of the Survivor Series team.
Not only does Drew McIntyre ensure that Baron Corbin will captain the Survivor Series team, you have to wonder if Drew McIntyre has ended the career.
In a word, this was humiliating.